I was very lucky to be able to visit the Diocese of Manicaland in Zimbabwe in January this year. I was working with the clergy of the diocese and involved in running a retreat for 35 of the clergy from the diocese up in a part called Nyanga, which is in the hill country in the north of the diocese. It had themes of unity and reconciliation and rebuilding, which are important ones for the diocese at this stage in its life. And I had the chance afterwards as well to visit a number of the mission stations and the parishes of the diocese too, and the churches that they have there. I went to Bonda and to St David's High School there, and the primary school as part of the mission there, the hospital, the orphanage, the convent, and similarly to Penalonga and St Augustine's High School there, Sonzo, Risape and St Faith's. There's some terrific schools out there. 5 of the 6 schools, high schools from the Diocese of Manicaland are in the top 10 in the country, and it's a very important ministry that they have. St Faith's has been the top rated school in the country for the last 3 or 4 years now. I had the chance to go and see a confirmation service at a remote homestead called St Francis, right in the north of the diocese, and Father Wata had managed to gather numbers of confirmation candidates from each of his 15 churches across his wide-reaching parish. 169 people confirmed that day, huge number. And then as we went on, as though 15 churches weren't enough, they were busy digging the foundations for a new one. St Martin's was just being developed there too. The Mothers' Union have a terrific ministry in Manicaland as well, as in so many of the churches in Africa. And each church has its own very strong Mothers' Union group and a choir very often. They do fabulous food at every opportunity. Water, they supply water as well, and have little bottles of water for key functions, and use that as a way of raising some funds for the diocese too. In Mutare, at the headquarters where the cathedral is, they've also got an embroidery shop, and they produce school uniforms. And these important high schools, actually, they've got 900 pupils at many of them as well. The Mothers' Union are also involved in doing some development work in Dangamvura, which is just south of Mutare as well, where they've been given quite a large plot of land. And at the moment they're farming it, but as time goes on they want to put a clinic on there as well, and perhaps build a new primary school and a new church there too. So the money that we give to the Diocese of Manicaland is really important. And it will go to hospitals and clinics and schools and churches and be so effectively used. Please do give generously.